with the time change, and it's a crunch, man. It's a crunch to try to find time to get your workouts in and make sure you're getting adequate sleep. But I mean, that's the way it goes.
Now, where do you fly into?
Well, I flew in last week to JFK and then took a car 3 hours into Bristol. A lot of times I go Minnesota and then into the Hartford airport, take a car a half hour into Bristol. But it changes each week. It's not always the same flight.
Well, Chael, I thought we were on good terms. You know, you come to JFK, you know that's Hawani country. The next time you're here, the least you could do is stop by the show. I mean, you know.
That is the least I could do. Am I welcome on the show? I mean, you've been trying to kick me off this one since I got on. Or can I come by there?
That would be an honor. You know, we have episode 100 coming up. I was actually saving you for episode 100. I wanted you to come on episode 100, but then all this stuff happened with Brazil and Okami, and I figured we needed to talk to you now because you're doing all these media rounds. So you have a permanent home right next to me here. Whenever you want it, it's yours. That's
very nice. I appreciate it. I see you got quite a doll collection there, Ariel. Or aren't you a little old to have all those dolls?
Well, no.
That's not your bedroom also. You don't sleep with dolls still, do you? You're a grown man. Why do you have all those dolls on your desk?
You see this spot right here next to Quentin. I'm saving it for the Chael Sonnen doll, but as far as the people at Round 5 tell me, there is no Chael Sonnen doll.
Oh, okay. Well, sell your stock in Round 5 then. Apparently they don't know what they're doing down there.
Will there be a Chael Sonnen doll? Because I think that'll be a top seller.
You know what? I don't know. I didn't know there was a Quentin Jackson doll until you just said that. The screen's so small, I didn't realize those were fighters when I made fun of them. I just thought you had a little doll collection there. So now I've got to backtrack a little bit so that I can have a doll made of me, apparently.
We even have a Jacob Volkman for President t-shirt. I'm sure that's a guy you could get behind, right?
Yeah, Volkman, sure. There's another guy that's got the PR sense of John Jones as manager. What an opportunity he had. Did you ever see him on Fox News when they had him on? My God, you might as well just shoot yourself with a tranquilizer, that guy. You know, they hand these guys these opportunities. They just don't know what to do with it. It's like, hey, Jacob, if you don't have anything to say, when they call you up and ask you for the interview, just decline it. Don't go on Fox and stand there with your thumb in your mouth.
Very well said, Chael. Anything else before we let you go?
That was well said. I really did say that well. Thumb in the mouth.
You did.
That was pretty good by me. That's good work by me. Is this on a podcast somewhere so people can hear this in perpetuity? What's that word that means on into the future?
Perpetuity.
Perpetuity. What did I call it? Yeah, all right.
Something like that. And you're usually very good with the words. No, actually, this is live right now on MMAfighting.com. If you had a Twitter, I would have asked you to promote it, but unfortunately, you haven't jumped on the Twitter bandwagon yet. And people can get it on iTunes the following day.
Oh, very nice. Good for them. Those are lucky people out there.
Yeah. So anything else? Anything else before we let you go? We have a couple minutes left. Is there anyone that I didn't touch on or anything that I didn't touch on?
Well, let's see. I am really looking forward to the Strikeforce card. You know, I think it's going to be Barnett and Cormier. I think that objectively, but I think that Sergey can Tarnaharnov. See, that word's as hard as that P word we just used a minute ago that's already escaped me. That's a really hard fight, but I think Josh will find a way to win, and I think Cormier is going to, have a coming out party, and I think a win over Bigfoot's a big win. Not a lot of guys have beat that guy. He did beat Orlovsky, who's a former world champion. He did beat the bald Russian guy. So I'm excited. I'm a friend of Daniel's, and I think this is going to be a really good opportunity for him. And that's a great card all around too, Eric. I'll tell you another fight that people aren't talking about, but they should be, is King Mo versus Roger Gracie. That's a main event anywhere in the world, and that's might be the first fight of the night that we see on TV.
Yeah, that is a great fight, and surely, speaking of great fights, surely you're looking forward to the UFC's debut on Fox, right? Cain Velasquez versus Junior Dos Santos. That has to be big for a guy who's been in the sport for as long as you have.
Yeah, that's huge. That is such a big deal, and what a great fight. Dana really came to the plate. He could have given them any fight they wanted. That's not in his contract to give them the biggest possible fights that he can. But that's how he does business. You reach a deal with Dana, and you're going to get the best of the UFC, and that's exactly what they've delivered. And I'm hearing that card's not even done. I keep hearing the Tito versus Franklin rumor. Yeah, I'm hearing other rumors too. I better not even discuss because they're just that, they're rumors, but it's exciting. And usually where there's smoke, there's fire in this sport. And if half the rumors that I'm hearing come true, I mean, what an incredible card. That's out in Anaheim in California. You know, I'd love to be part of that myself. But I would have normally, Ariel, I'll tell you, I really didn't think that Dos Santos had a chance. I really thought that Kane would run through him. Dos Santos won me over with his fight with Carwin. I didn't know he had all those skills. I didn't know he could push that hard. I didn't know he could deliver those shots. So because of that fight with Carwin, yeah, I'm excited about it.
Now, by the way, let me ask you this. If you did win that fight against Bryan and Anderson wins, would you have any problem fighting in Brazil?
Would I have no, we could go to Brazil. I hear they're going back there.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I hear they're going to, go do like 100,000 seat stadium or something huge like that. So, I love those opportunities. I'm jealous. They had that show in Toronto. They did 55,000 seats. They did $11 million gate, which is a record. And that's a big deal, to be part of those things and be part of helping to break records and raise the bar. If you can have your name on that and have a little ownership in that, that's a good feeling. I get jealous of guys like GSP and these guys that keep getting these opportunities. They do a great job. I'd be thrilled to be part of that.
I'm just asking because based on the talk surrounding you and the fact that fight at UFC 134 did so well, I think that they could actually sell that out. Anderson versus Chael, number 2, 100,000 seat stadium. I just want to know, with all the security concerns, if you'd be able to go over there, or if you're willing to go over there.
I'm definitely willing to go over there. There would be some security concerns, but listen, those guys and their blow darts don't scare me.
All right, Chael. Well, always a pleasure to talk to you. I can't wait for UFC 136. I'm saving a few of my questions for when I do see you over there in Houston. Hopefully you'll give us the time and speak to us for a couple of minutes at least. And we look forward to it very much, and keep up the good work over on ESPN.
I appreciate that, Errol, and I can tell you mean it. A lot of guys, when we finish an interview, tell me, oh, it was nice to talk to you. But I can tell you really mean it. I can tell you really did appreciate talking to me, and I'm happy that I could do that for you as a gift, to give you a gift of my time.
Always. And don't forget, Chael, and I've heard you say this in the past, the sort of new Chael persona, so to speak, and I'm not saying this is a persona, but your personality change did sort of it was born on this show. Would you not say that? Well, I remember calling you before the Yushin Okami fight, if you recall, UFC 104, and you were a little bummed out that your fight wasn't getting a lot of buzz and talk, and you sort of just amped it up a little bit. Is that not true?
You're a tremendous part of my career and of the media, and yeah, I feel like I had some breakthroughs on your shows. I feel like I I revealed the fourth curtain and let some borders down and got out of your typical, oh, I'm happy to be here role. I think I leveled with you, and I told you I'm not happy to be here. In fact, I'm a little pissed off about the whole situation. I'm not happy to be on an undercard at all. I was coming from a main event, WEC, where I beat the number 1 ranked guy in the world, and I slide into an undercard, and I remember revealing that to you. So yes, good for both of us.
Well, you're welcome, Chael. Thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it, and we'll see you in a couple weeks in Houston.
I noticed that you just said you're welcome. Did you accidentally think that I said thank you?
Well, I thought you were implying at least some kind of thanks.
There is a thank you there, pal. I appreciate you very much.
All right, take care, Chael. Talk to you soon.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right, there he is, Chael Sonnen, joining us, the top contender, or one of the top contenders in the UFC middleweight division, AthleteBay.com, as you see right there, joining us, and he will be facing Brian Stann at UFC 136 in just a couple of weeks.